All right, what is going on? You see where we all were at UNICLR. You also see we're at 56 seconds left in the first round. This is, you can see the timestamp down here. This is where the VOD starts. Way to go, guys. Nailed that one. Anywho, it's such an irrelevant thing, but still, I can't help it. It's been a while since I've seen some Uni. Now, as you can see, we got Enkidu on the right, Mr. Rikir rocking the boy. I will link to the full VOD. I'm only going to watch Rikir's matches. Now, I will also say, forgive me if this makes any noise, I just realized I'm slouching down mad far. What was I going to say? I've already seen this. This is one of the videos that I've already recorded and then had significant microphone issues during. And so hopefully this time that won't happen. But so I have seen these. It's been a few days, so hopefully I've forgotten about a bunch of the specifics. Obviously, I know who won and who didn't. But I'll still, I'll try to prevent my knowledge from ruining everything. So anyway, oh, he dropped the combo. I remembered this. I can't watch an Enkidu dropping a combo and then losing without suffering significant mental trauma, because that brings back my memories of Evo, where I actually should have gotten out of my pool but I didn't because I suck. I mean, it especially sucks because like him dropping that particular combo, it didn't really lose him. What a counter hit 4C though, that hurts, but then he messes this up. See, I remember that part because that's a hard combo. You saw Enkidu didn't switch around like he was supposed to. Nice bait of the counter, can't kill. Drops the combo anyway, but so that's kind of one of the things that I've seen throughout this entire thing is that most of the people that are playing look pretty rusty overall. Which isn't surprising because it's Under Night, right? Like most people, if they're playing fighting games and tournaments, if they're trying to be competitive, Under Night's unlikely to be their main game at this point. They likely moved on to other stuff, and they just see an Under Night tournament and are like, oh, hell yeah, I love that game. Let me take part in that. But so it makes sense that there might be a certain degree of rustiness going on. Also, switching between, like most of the people that are probably playing Uni at this point are likely playing... Actually, no, I don't even know. Did Uni ever really pop off on PC? Or did most of the population just stay on console? There we go. Nailed the combo that time. Didn't even try to check the third Rekka. So those are there we go. Now we're checking. That moves. All of Enkidu's command normals are rough, to say the least, frame data wise on block. I think in fact there is not a single one of them that's less than, like, I think -12 is probably the quote-unquote safest one.
Really nice too, especially calling out that assault. Nice, got our corner carry here. Steals.
Nice block.
Once again, gets that charge on meter. Just excellent lead right now for Rikir in this corner.
Nice pressure. He's not really... Ooh, I was going to say, like, it's good pressure, but he's not really threatening mix-up.
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Oh, grid break. Oh, that was a sick bait. I want you to watch that again. Look at this bait. Look at this bait. Dash forward. Nope. You thought I was going to do something. I'm not doing nothing. That's a sick bait. And that is one hell of a way to end the round. Like, that's a mental break right there. Like, that's definitely going to take you at least a little bit of time to get over. Like, oh, damn, he got me good right there. Shit. And he sure did. Oh, very close to whiff punishing. Just a bit too slow. Nice. Little bit of a delayed double overhead there. Very nice. One of the advantages of Enkidu's JA. Comes out very quickly. Has also a very, very good hitbox. Ooh, smacks him. I don't actually know what the commentator said force function, but I don't know what Linne's force function looks like, so I cannot verify. But still, absolute, just not bicycle kicked. What is that? Axe kick? Axe kick. Just axe kicked him out of the air.
Still have more meter left available. Nice delay.
Nice oh my god. Unfortunately, Enkidu's jumping normals not really that good for dealing with crouchers, at least from the other side.
That's it for Rikir, provided Capnsugar does not drop this bread and butter.
Boom, boom, dead. See you later. Peace out.
Work from Capnsugar.
So yeah, Rikir's 0-1 already, that quickly, just like that. Let me see. Not that one. Not that one. This one.
Some people would probably say, ideally.
Oh, that's right, the Orie player. So, this matchup I do not. It wasn't Rikir. I don't. It wasn't. But it was another one of the top, like top 3 Western Enkidus.
To be fair, like, Rikir has been a smart guy, like,
I remember
before this
specifically
version
seeing
of Enkidu,
discussion.
too,
I think it was on the like it was in the Under Night Discord, but on the Enkidu channel. That they were just like, yeah, no, I don't play the Orie matchup. Like, I have a pocket pick specifically for this matchup because it is that bad. So, yeah, him having to run into an Orie at this point is rough. And letting her out of the corner right there, also rough. Didn't go for the third. Lunar was patient, though, the entire time. I got it. Even if this wasn't my boy, nah, I'm not even going to say it.
Nice 2A. He's not dead. He might yet. Oh.
Nice tech. Just let her dash out for free, though. To be fair, you have to hard commit to a punishment. If you're Enkidu, you have to hard commit to chasing down Orie's backdash. You don't really have a good tool to deal with it safely. That doesn't open you up defensively.
Lunar probably tried to press 2A, got hit. All right, so Rikir might spin the bar.
In the corner again.
There we go.
See, I don't know if I like that though, Andy. I mean, obviously you get the additional damage, and what else is he doing with the meter? Do it again. He should have done it again. If it's gonna work like that, you just keep doing it. Oh, also, he does this a few times in these sets, and like, obviously Rikir knows what the hell he's doing, but it feels wrong to use the side switch that late, because like, if you had done the side switch right at the beginning, yeah, you would have sacrificed some damage, but you would have kept her in the corner. And that's the only time you don't just hard lose this entire matchup is when Orie is in the corner. If she has screen, if she has room to move, she bodies you. Like, you have almost no options.
Alright, Rikir's in an okay spot. Oh my god.
Rikir's in an okay spot. Fuck, no, he's not!
Oh, the low this time. He's not dead. Yeah. But last chance, chain shift. Parry. Oh my god. Alright, yep.
Nice, just backdashing out of there.
I thought Rikir could have punished that.
Nice, gets the counter hit.
Alright.
Lunar tried to do something, and it was the wrong something.
Word?
Just dashes forward into the counter. That's bad. Nice overhead, gets the grid break. That's huge.
He's cooking.
Boom, boom. See, okay. We gotta have a discussion. We gotta have a discussion. We need to have this discussion. He's cooking. Let him cook. The whole thing around cooking is done. It's too much. It's been played too often. It's old. It's stale. If you want to talk about cooking, that particular phrase has been cooked so damn often that it's charred black at this point. We got to stop with it. Just stop. It's done. It's over with. I'm calling it. I'm declaring it. It's too much. It burned too bright too soon, and it's burned itself out, and I am personally fucking sick of it. What a hit confirm, though. Gets a perfect. That's big. Oh, too far. My bad.
Yeah. And then sometimes when he needs to take risks, he's like, all right, you've done this enough so I know what the counterplayer is.
Nice little reset.
Oh, jeez, max range was still able to...
Enkidu's, I think, if I recall correctly, his 5A is his only normal that is plus on block. It's +1. Every single other one of his normals is negative, and most of them, such as every single one of his C buttons, are punishably negative. He does have 2-2B is neutral on block, and 2-2C is like +2, +3. I can't remember 100%. Nice. See how easy that was to just counter poke there? Enkidu has some of the worst frame data I have ever seen in a fighting game, and it's reflected in a lot of these moments where, like, he just gets counter poked really easily. Nice hit confirm right there, though. That was nice. Dive kick down, carry all the way to the corner. Gonna use the meter. I don't know, but it's worked out. Went for a little bit of a nasty reset. That is usually intentional when they do that. Oh, so here's another one. Here's where I feel like you should have done that a little bit earlier. Gave her just enough room to work with that she gets to work. Not plus frames, by the way. It's not plus frames, by the way. I don't know how well you can hear the commentators, but they declared on 2-2B plus frames. It's not. 2-2B is neutral. It is perfectly neutral. It is 0.
Rikir playing patient. He's gonna get the cycle.
Gets the overhead again. He gets duffed a lot, but Lunar drops the combo. A lot of drop combos so far on all this.
He's fine. He just have to worry about how Lunar is gonna get rid of that Vorpal. There it is. So now Rikir can.
Nice block that time. There we go. We're getting there. But he tries to counter poke with the Rekkas. Unfortunately, that opens and leaves him wide open to a whiff punish. Because as mentioned, this boy's frame data is terrible. So it's pretty easy. Nice counter poke 2B there. Just dash forward. Boom. Crushed her kneecap in. She can barely walk now. But she can still flip. Can you imagine the amount of skill it takes to do a backflip like that in them heels and that dress? Way to go, Orie. I'm impressed.
Immediate throw attack.
With a giant, like, that rapier is just as big as she is, but misses a whiff punish. And she's able to do a backflip with all that going on? That's talent. Look at that, 3 in a row.
No.
But that's big. I don't think that was a punish. I don't know if he has enough time. He needs to get a huge hit. Yeah, but see what I mean? Enkidu really has no particularly good way to chase down Orie's backdash.
With the projectile that comes out? Yeah. So if he read the backdash was happening, maybe he could have.
He actually probably wouldn't have. Again, I don't know if you can hear the commentator. The commentator saying if Rikir had used Infinite Worth, the projectile would have caught. I honestly don't think the projectile is, unless you use it right at like the same time that Orie starts backdashing. So not in reaction, just as a call out. Which, to be fair, wouldn't be a bad idea, because he was in veil-off state at that point in time, so may as well just toss out your meter, see what happens, because it is plus on block. But still, like, I think the likelihood of Infinite Worth actually catching Orie is very, very small. And if you're trying to do it on reaction, you're definitely not catching her. She's going to recover in time. Drop the combo again.
He still has the Vorpal cycle. Backdash. Oh my god.
That was kind of sick. I'm surprised she let him get away with that, though. Maybe she was trying to, because, I mean, Rikir has meter, right? But, like, that dive kick is not plus on block. In fact, I think it's punishable if you don't. No, maybe you have to shield it. Or you have to block it standing. One of those two. Something like that. But it does become throw punishable, specifically. So also, maybe he wasn't in range for a throw. Nice, good patience.
Just press a button, bro. It's okay. Every time Lunar has been on top.
Good, way to go. Blocked that normal really high up in the air. Knew that she didn't have advantage anymore. Counter poked her out. Got the kill. Well done. Nice dash forward. The dash forward shield blocking. One of the single most important mechanics you can learn for any character in the game. Except, I guess, Waldstein. Because he doesn't have a run, right? So can Vault even do a dash forward shield block? Or cancel his dash in any way? Or does he have to commit to the entire thing, and then once he's recovered, obviously, he can block again? Didn't hit confirm. That's a lot on the table, but got the stare down, made Lunar flinch. Good block. It's a hard guess on the counter. That is something you have to represent, though. You got to make sure. Nice, very good Vorpal shift.
Oh, he's so lucky that veil-off hit. Oh, confirm. Let's go, Rikir.
That's actually a sick confirm. Well done. Go all the way to the. Oh, we're not going all the way to the corner. He barely had enough time too. That almost wore off. Ton of damage. See, that backdash is so. Like, he dropped the combo. Rikir, I forgot. What am I? Nice parry, but she still had to block afterwards. She's just like Hakumen. You can block the counter if you recover in time. Or if you're far enough away. That was a sick 4C attempt, but she barely recovered. Nice backdash, still failed to punish. This is tense as hell.
Yep, that's it. Lunar doesn't have enough damage to get.
This is landed the Rekka, well done. And there are only 7 seconds on the clock. Alright, so Rikir versus Carp. Another, if I recall this correctly, another terrible matchup. This is against Yuzuriha, right? This timestamp sucks.
What's crazy is, like,
okay, that went a bit too far forward. But yeah, this is another awful. This is horrible.
I would not want to be Enkidu in this matchup, but it is also in the hands of Rikir. Yes.
I mean, you can see, like, Yuzuriha just easily spacing him out.
Counter poke with 2C, but Carp ready to do jump 6B, it looks like. But
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Good blocks. He's not catching anybody with these overheads.
Yeah, it's going to be really important this matchup for Enkidu Enkidu and Rikir to hold on to the Vorpal cycle too. Like, that's just going to give you so much power in this matchup. All right, Rikir has Vorpal, but he's
just getting bullied.
The
The poor man's just getting bullied. Just remember, I want you to remember, they nerfed this character. They nerfed Enkidu. Apparently he was too good, and they had to nerf this character.
Very important. Nice. Gets the parry.
Finally gets the overhead, but again, she was standing up. So I wonder if she maybe tried to jump and counter poke with something. I don't know, but so like maybe caught her at a jump startup, but she was standing up at the start of that. So that's a little bit weird. Very nice counter poke, caught the dash in. That's an easy kill. Well done. I should have learned this character. Like, it's just so stupid to me. It's kind of the same thing with Xrd. You know, like I kind of wonder if, because just the fact that I've never really found a character that I truly loved in playing Xrd, I've never really grinded it. And I kind of wonder if that would have been different if I had just said, fuck it, play Chip from the start. And I mean, eventually everything just becomes second nature, right? It's going to take a hell of a lot longer than it takes to learn certain other characters. That's unfortunate. But like, just think if I had just been playing Chip for like 8 years, however long Xrd's been out the entire time, maybe I'd be grinding that game instead of BlazBlue. I don't know. Kind of the same thing with Uni. Like, sure, Yuzuriha's got a fairly unique. Ooh, that sucks. Rikir's dead. What was I talking about?
Like sometimes you're like, oh,
what if I just picked Yuzuriha at the beginning? What if I just picked her at the beginning, suffered through the early 5% win rate that I would have had, and just grinded the character out and got good? You know, I've never really looked at the long term like that in fighting games, because I kind of just figure that a lot of the fighting games don't have a large enough population to last long enough for me to get good unless I have an offline scene to go to, which unfortunately, ever since my offline scene moved to a different part of the Bay Area, I mean, I was already traveling like 2 hours one way minimum whenever I was going to any NorCal tournaments. But they moved even further away, and they moved behind a bunch of toll booths, which was like, I'm already basically spending an entire tank of gas to get to these tournaments in the first place, but now I gotta also pay tolls going both ways on top of that. Like, this is getting a bit too much, and it's just not, we're like, if I'm looking at this, we're like, obviously I'm not going to these tournaments for the money. Nobody's going to anime fighting game tournaments for the fucking money, at least not exclusively. But like, if I went there and I won all of the games that were there, I still would not make back how much it cost me to travel there and travel back in the first place. It's like, that's kind of nuts.
It was a good look by Rikir, but Carp was like, yeah, I'm ready.
But also one of the other main points is that I guess at some point NorCal stopped liking BlazBlue. Because it used to be one of the bigger scenes for BlazBlue, but now, like, they don't, like, at least at the big NorCal one, which is NorCal Dogfight, I don't really know if I can necessarily call it big. I don't know why I'm just talking about this the entire time while Rikir's actually finally managed to get work in. But, like, they don't really like BlazBlue. And so their locals, they don't play BlazBlue there anymore. And they haven't for a long time. Nice empty jump. And so that's kind of like, that's the only game that I would be, that I could go and even enjoy competing in, you know?
Oh my god, Carp managed to match there.
But like right now it's mostly a Guilty Gear Strive tournament, so obviously doesn't do a whole lot for me. Like, they still have other games, but Strive is undeniably the main game. Anyway, enough of that. We talk about the game now. Because it stopped being completely and utterly miserable for Rikir. Rikir's finally getting to fight a little bit. I really like that empty jump. And even better, I like the reaction. Because I mean, obviously he was aiming for an empty jump low there, but he saw the veil off. Was like, no, I'm just not going to hit a button. Let me block this. Let me punish you. And I'm going to make you hate your life. Gets the counter hit. That's huge. It's a pretty decent amount of damage. I can't remember. Okay, drop the combo. I was going to say, I can't remember if she can get a side switch off this. But in this matchup, honestly, Yuzuriha does not care about throwing her opponent into the corner. It doesn't matter. In fact, she actually probably has... The matchup's probably better for her mid-screen than it is in the corner.
Almost even. Uh-oh, throw? Oh, I didn't make it in time.
Dashes up, nice block. The charge 6, okay, I believe the charge 2-2B is plus. I can't remember the specific difference in frame data for that one, but I do believe charge 2-2B is plus, given that you're basically giving your opponent like a 30 frame window to punish the startup. Damn, just dashes up 2A. Big gets the corner right away. Oh, gets a grid break. That hurts. Reacted to the shield. Absolutely free. That's another mechanic that's gonna serve you well on any character that you play. Being able to react to that green flash that happens when somebody late shields, and either throwing them or, you know, hitting, like if they shield while standing, hitting them with a low, or the opposite if they're crouching. Being able to react to that is huge. And obviously grid break is one of the most punishing things that can happen to you in this game, because you lose the ability to gain Vorpal advantage, you lose the ability to use shield entirely, you can't assault anymore while you're grid broken. Like, it's huge to get that. So that's definitely a skill you need to develop for yourself. Man, imagine if that was actually an aspect of shield and Melty Blood, where like you get punished for using a shield and you just get locked out from using it for like 10, 15 seconds, however long it lasts. But very nice, caught him. Yuzuriha was sitting there, she was about to draw her sword, and Rikir just pulled back, said, try. Well, she tried, and it did not end well. Good spacing here by Rikir, knowing he's just out of range of Yuzuriha's poke, so he can charge, try to get Vorpal advantage successfully, and now he does. Well done.
Okay, cool. You can retreat. I don't need to aggress right now.
Ooh, if only that JB had a little bit of a better hitbox.
Oh god. All right, so now Carp has a bunch of grid, but Rikir's probably gonna try to. Yep.
Tried to chase her down, but like I said, Enkidu's ability to chase stuff down, not the best. It's one of his weaknesses. It's why he's considered somewhat weak in neutral.
Carp doesn't have meter. Yep, they're gonna try to secure.
So for characters like Yuzuriha, I mean, look how confidently she was like, yep, I'm gone. You can't do nothing about this. Whoa, my god, the autocorrect poke. That was huge. Very nice. Because I don't think Yuzuriha has any cross-up buttons in the air. A lot of characters in this game actually don't have cross-up buttons in the air. It's actually similar to Melty Blood in that regard, where like in a lot of other fighting games, pretty much every character, they make sure they have a button they can do cross-up jump-ins with. Not in these games, not a lot. What a punish. Gets the high counter too. This is huge. This is a ton of damage.
5 seconds left. Carp's probably gonna try to bust out with.
Oh yeah, there are only 5. Good lord, this round lasted forever. Not enough chip damage. Rikir takes it. 2 terrible matchups in a row. And now he gets to fight against, and now I have a question. Mario? I know you were around for the BlazBlue stuff. Is this you? In case you're not aware, Mario was that sick Rachel player that had like a 90% win rate that absolutely dumpstered me when I ran into him. Did not have a good time. But he was watching the BlazBlue videos for a little bit. Hasn't commented in a while, so I don't know if he still is. But if this is the same Mario, well done. Rocking top player in multiple fighting games. Although honestly, I kind of have to. I mean, I'd have to look, because I only watched top 8 of BlazBlue for this, but I feel like he was definitely good enough to make top 8. But to be fair, like if you run it, for instance, anybody that's good enough to make top 8, if you run into Monarch before top 8, you're at least going to losers for sure. Like, Monarch's just too good at this. He's damn near unstoppable at this point. Not just in the West. He seems pretty unstoppable in BlazBlue entirely. I really hope he's going... Actually, come to think of it, does Japan Evo even have a BlazBlue tournament? Now that I don't think it does, now that I'm thinking about it. But if it does, I sure as hell hope he goes. And I hope he bodies, because he's looking fantastic. But still, he was definitely, if he's kept up for his practice, and again, if just assuming this is the same Mario, which like it's the name Mario, that's probably not that rare. Definitely good enough to be top 8 in any BlazBlue tournament that I can think of. Either way, okay, again, enough distraction. Watch the match. Damn, Rikir tried the classic, dashing forward and doing stuff, but nope. Gets absolutely smacked by the sword. What a 4C. Huge counter hit. One of his better starters if you can get that counter hit.
I thought he was doing EP. I guess he had a grander scheme.
Very nice. Tried to bait out a potential reversal from Wagner. Gotta always be concerned about that. Nice. Very good chain shift. Guaranteed it. Nice block of the overhead. Nobody's getting caught by these Enkidu overheads, which to be fair, they're pretty slow. Did an empty assault. I'm not sure if he meant to do the empty or if something screwed his timing up. That was a nice little bit of a delayed jump overhead right there. Huge combo too. Still alive, but this is painful and gives both power-ups. Okay. Nice patience.
So you have to take the throw because of the sword buff. Ah! Where's the anti-air, bro? Second pressure, no 2A.
Still has the sword power up and uses it for the dash forward. Which I don't even know what it's okay, apparently according to commentary it's 6-6C.
Especially you think about the reach that Wagner
It's been long. Oh, I should remember that because 6-6B is a staple of her combos. Actually, both of those moves are a staple of her combos, but I should have remembered that. Silly of me not to. Nice block of the overhead again. People are not getting caught by overheads, but huge counter hit. And he's going to get the corner out of this, too.
Oh, that hurted.
That's huge. That hurted.
Mario, like, you know what? It's round start. I can bet. And Rikir's like,
nice. Good blocks. Really good blocks. Good offense, better defense. It's pretty sick. Caught the attempt to jump out.
Might spend some meter.
Good hit confirm.
Holding on to it, trying to get,
nice pressure. I don't think that was actually plus because I mentioned earlier, and now that I'm seeing that, I was incorrect. When I said 5As is only normal, that's plus on block. If you do a meaty 6-6B, the meatiest frame that it can hit, 6-6B is plus on block. But if you do it early, I think it's actually punishable. If it hits on the very first frame, it's punishable. And then, you know, obviously the entire range in between there. I think that was toward the later end, but not late enough to be plus. So I don't think Mario had to respect that. Nice, baited into the counter. That is the one advantage that Enkidu has with all of his, as mentioned, incredibly negative normals. He can cancel all of them into counter. So you are kind of gambling a bit if you try to punish. Gets the counter hit. I wonder what Mario tried to do. But unfortunately, didn't hit confirm it into anything. Gets thrown back into the corner. This is not looking too hot. Oh, finally caught an overhead. Now it's looking hot. Can't kill. But next hit definitely will. Nice defense. Chicken blocks out of there. Kind of weird to say shit. Oh, just did it again. Off the negative frames of the Rekkas. Just pulled back, used 4C again. To be fair, 4C, both 4C and 6C, they pull Enkidu's hurt box backwards a little bit. And so it can make trying to hit him in neutral a little bit tricky. You can bait people into those kind of counter hits by using those moves, just standing right outside the range of a normal you know they want to use, or like right inside of the range of a normal you know they want to hit, but then you pull your hurt box back, the whole normal whiffs, boom, counter hit them.
Do it again, one more.
It's a really good tool. Not one you can bust out too often. Well done. Doesn't even have to use any meter.
Try to see how Rikir's defense is stacking up. As they say, bad things.
Good counter hit for both, but it looked like that actually went worse. I see, like I said, 6C just stepped right outside the range of that poke that Mario tried to use. Absolutely crushed her with the counter hit.
The tech 5A from Mario, he was like, nah, I want my turn back. Get off.
Nice throw tech. He tried to walk forward. I don't know if he tried to walk forward to fake something. Nice side switch. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't know if that part was intentional. Because obviously Wagner having you stuck in the corner means, especially after using the 2-2C, after the combo was over, getting both power-ups, that's pretty much a guarantee. Oh no, made him flinch. He's dead. Easy peasy. Peace out, Rikir. Oh no, this is losers finals. My bad. This is losers finals. It's best out of 5, not best of 3. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if Wagner has you in the corner and she has both power-ups active, that pretty much guarantees that you're gonna have to block for the next like 10-15 seconds minimum. Her pressure gets nasty at that point. Drop the combo a little bit, and unfortunately it made it awkward enough for Mario that he wasn't sure what to do and just got hit on the ankles. Nice empty jump throw. Nice tick throw. Do it again. Do it again. Mario did it. He should have done it again. See what I said it earlier. He should have done it again. And right there, he should have done it again. If something is, because the thing is every single time in that scenario, in your head, you're thinking, I shouldn't do this again. But in their head, they're thinking, there's no way they do that again. So do it again. Just do it again. Gets crushed by the overhead. This is a lot of damage, especially because she had power-ups. Okay, doesn't respect Wagner's pressure on Wake Up, but unfortunately disrespected a bit too much. Definitely dead. Dropped another combo. Uh-oh. But still, I mean, when you got a character, when you have a character that has a DP, very nice counter poke 2-way right there. But when you're trying to run a perfect on a character that has a DP, it's damn near impossible. Because I mean, that's all they need is just one DP. One gap in the pressure big enough for them to mash out DP. One moment on Wake Up where you think like, no, they're not going to respect my DP right here, so I'm going to do it. That's all it takes. It's hard to finish a game off when you have that low health against a character with a DP. Nice pressure, but unfortunately, like, caught him with the staggered 2As, but unfortunately, what am I? Didn't hit confirm it, and it might cost him. Hell yeah, Wagner corner carry. So much fun. It's a lot of damage. Speaking of, now that I'm talking, since I went off a little bit on Let Him Cook earlier, Sheesh is even more tired. Relax. I never even got into that. I never understood that in the first place. I never got into it. The Let Him Cook thing, that was kind of entertaining for a little bit, but the Sheesh thing, never got it. So why are you still doing it in the year 2023? So on that note, great run, Rikir, repping the boy Enkidu. And so that was losers finals. So we know Mario's in grand finals. If you want to know who else is in grand finals, you're gonna have to find out for your own damn self. Like I said, I'll link the video. Go watch it. UNICLR's sick. When do we get another Under Night, please? And thank you. I'm out. See ya.